Last night, the girl living in the room above me jumped out of her window. I saw her lying there at 5 AM and it was really bad. My name's Jason, and I'm a final year student at Brunel University in London. I am also on the fencing team, and I also designed that club t-shirt as well. Looks good, huh?
Well, we connect a resistor and a capacitor. Have you not been oscillator options? I'm sure you did.
That was my mechatronics class. Although it doesn't look it, it can actually be sometimes quite interesting. Sometimes. But anyway, I prefer being in the workshop. The design happens on the drawing board, but the real making of it happens in the workshop. So this is Brunel design. Lots of electronics in my particular course. Well, in this particular module, I suppose. Why did I choose Brunel design? One of the reasons was because it's the best. It's the best design school in the UK.
I'm Charlie. It's 18 minutes to the deadline. My project doesn't work, but I'm not at all surprised by this.
Yeah.
The map was amazing, I reckon.
What? It would have been... Well, I didn't even look at the map, actually.
The only words you got explanation.
Anyway, how do you find Brunel design, Adrian?
I find it destroys my soul. Destroys.
That's a good one.
I mean, it does.
How do you find Brunel design, Dan?
A long uphill struggle.
Well, Brunel design is extremely hard. Very difficult. Intensely hard.
Really?
Too much work. And I used to be smart in school, but now, you know, in Brunel I'm just an average student.
It's the journey travelled, not the destination. That's the
Wise words, Rupert.
That's emotional, really.
All my own as well.
Destination.
Wise words indeed. But that isn't going to help you in final year. Because final year is all about the doing. And there's lots of it. I just drilled about 150 to 200 holes on my PCB, which is a printed circuit board, and I designed it. Now comes the soldering for those 150 to 200 holes. So let's hope it works. It's not just me working hard, everybody's working hard on this course. After all, it's final year. So this is my business card. I designed, this is Jason Lau design on it. And it's It's quite different because it's got a design edge to it. When you open it up and flip back over, it says the same thing but in Chinese. Cool, huh? I don't get much free time away from work, but when I do get the free time, I try and make the most of it. After all, uni isn't just about getting a degree, it's also about having fun as well. Work hard, play hard, and have no regrets. And also be the best you can be, that's what I say. Climbing is one of the new things I picked up at uni. I always wanted to give it a go, and well, the opportunity arose at uni, so why not?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ollie Parkin. Just beat Jason 14-1, and I'm just about to beat him 14-0.
Okay, let's do this.
So here we go.
I'm doing a load of different projects at the same time, and as such there's a massive variety of tools which we use, from computer software programming to traditional workshop machinery such as pillar drills, hand drills, cutters, sheet metal benders, lathes, milling machines, CNC machines, rapid prototyping machines. You get the picture. I was talking to my friends the other day, talking about what we're going to do after this degree, as in terms of fun. We're talking about discussing going to Amsterdam or going to France, cycling around France for a while. That's all being worked on, but right now though it's all about working hard, putting your head down, and delivering the goods. Teaching Steve Chinese. He's one of my best mates at uni.
Yeah. 答应是1年級，但是1完全是我的需要的。Okay, keep it to that box. Watch me write it. 係早請就 like 早餐，you know, 早 early. 方法真好。So let's learn Chinese while smoking shisha time.
I knew a white guy who could read Chinese.
Even a white guy can read it, man. Look at you. It's great. Yeah, man. Hey, read. I'll beat your ass, man, Chinese style.
Oh,
Hey.
is it good? Hi, I'm Steve.
What's your last name?
Yeah. From university in Brunel. I'm chasing through.
Okay, you learn a lot?
I learned a lot actually. I have learned a lot. My mum was like pretty impressed actually.
Yeah.
When I was practicing at home the other day. She's like, wow, you know quite a lot, Richard.
See? Help you out, man.
Thank you. Thank
If
you.
you go to Hong Kong one day, you'll be able to like read street signs and know where to go and what to order and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the story of how you grew up and stuff?
My dad came to the UK penniless. My mum came over to the UK after, I think it was like my granddad kind of like took my mum over kind of thing. So they got married after a few years, and my parents were like poor. We were basically when I had my older brother, we were homeless. He's only like 9 months older than me.
Yeah, okay.
So they squatted in my house for like a year, and then they got kicked out, and then the council gave him a house, and so.
They're locking the door for the house that was you squatted in.
Well, apparently, because my aunt lived in the same council block, yeah, kind of like it was opposite, and they knew that no one was living there. So my parents they tell my parents like no one's living there for like a few months now. They just like broke the door down, changed the lock. It was so bad, man. Grew up in Lambeth Council Estate. Yeah, that's right, Lambeth. So ghetto. Okay. we had the council house, so I grew up in council council estate kind of bit, you know.
All right.
It wasn't too bad, but it was quite poor.
Yeah, I grew up in a good environment. I'd have to work. I wasn't homeless or anything. I never lived in the council estate.
Started working properly at the age of 11. Not working properly, but you know, helping out on the weekends.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday for about 7 years until I was 19, and then got to uni, and that was my first Friday and Saturday night I had off ever. That's how bad it was.
What? The first ever Saturday and Friday you had off was like when you came to university, since you were 12?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's probably Chinese ghetto style.
Chinese ghetto style!
His name is Chris, and he's got the map in his head. Generally speaking, except for this one expedition that we've got now. Yeah, my snowboard's getting repaired today. Second time. In a row, in 2 days. Too many stones.
30 quid is that.
Francis?
Check out this poker set out.
So that's
$4.99 down at Esso Garage.
Is it really?
$4.99.
Yeah.
Chris is going all in.
So
Get a sneak peek of the cards, man. A sneak peek.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a very, very much needed break. However, work was always in the back of my mind, and that means I can only spend 3 days back in Manchester before I have to come off and finish off some work. Added to that, our bus had a crash, which didn't help.
He's pretty good. He's really good.
How old are you, Oliver? Kita saya. You're free!
Oh, really?
What big boy!
Hello, Jason. 聖誕快樂，身體健康。
You too, Alan. 聖誕快樂. I come back to Manchester every year for Christmas, and it's always nice seeing family and friends and just hanging out with them. This is the best mum in the world. That's my mum, by the way. Christmas is a time when my brothers and I are all together and we play a bit of PlayStation, but we also play this as well. The Chinese version of PlayStation, Mahjong. My dad is full of wisdom and I learn a lot from him all the time.
Where you from？ 我話 Hong Kong， 佢話唔係 China China， 我話 Hong Kong Hong Kong， 我話 China China， 我死啦喺度嗌 China， 我話要 Hong Kong， 佢叫我攞 passport 俾佢睇嘛，我話點解要我俾 passport 你睇？我而家嚟坐的士啊大佬，跟住佢唔得，跟住我話你 shut， 跟住佢叫我落車喎，佢叫我落車，我話唔得，我叫差佬嚟，跟住佢又唔再出聲啦，跟住我咪。 我話你而家你係咪要我講 China？ 你又 happy 啊？我話係啊，咁我 from China 啦，你 happy 未啊？佢 happy 啦 ，happy 開車啦！我話請我翻屋企，唔好講咁多嘢。
Okay, maybe not this time. I just had my major project Viva, or Viva as it's also known, and it wasn't good. But sometimes that's the way it is. And at the same time, there's lots of other projects and classes to do as well. So that all gets added to the mix.
I get what you mean. He's arguing like this.
It's nothing.
Because if that's bigger.
No, but if the force is more, because you know these are both up and up.
That's it, really. That's it. We've done it.
Not to get wet, so you're going after because we're still wet. You got like with it.
Right, it's another evening session, but it's all good. This is my web design project, and here's my layout. As you can see, I've sketched it out, and I tend to design this way. I then later redraw it on computer, and it looks like this. It's also got some action script in it and other stuff as well. So right now it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Didn't sleep all night. Well, had a nap and then I woke up and then trying to do work. This is my PIC code, PIC being a peripheral interface controller, and this is the code I use to make various electronic projects. Most of the people don't like doing this kind of stuff because it's quite illogical, it's pretty complicated. So this is my mechatronics project. Right now all these different components are plugged into a breadboard with the blind will drop and hit a sensor, and it'll stop that motor and turn this one. So 7:30 in the morning. I stayed up all night for the last 4 nights to finish off this product. It's going to be a blind that's temperature sensitive for greenhouses, so when it gets too hot it'll close. I handed that mechatronics project in, and it turned out quite well. I don't know what I'll get for it, but I'm sure it will actually be okay. Fingers crossed.
Score?
Here's the man himself, Truce versus Neil.
It was a tough one. He pushed me to the end.
Quite disappointed, but yeah, it was a good game. It's a good game. Probably the best game I've given Neil so far.
Got quite a good pitch over here. It's nice and green. And the weather's pretty good for a winter's day in England. Up front. Oh, seals it.
You've got no chance, you know. I was pretty disabled with the blue side anyway.
Ooh.
It was a tough
away, yeah.
It was a tough away trip to Old Trafford. Not many teams win.
You got to for Raz because he's a founder.
Someone's been practicing.
Hey dude, man, I appreciate it, by the way.
Nice talk. The white hairs are creeping in now, Jason.
I made that up.
I think that might be done actually.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
And AIDS, so today is Chinese New Year. I'm the only Chinese person here.
Yeah, there's no. Hey dude, the only people that are going to Chinese New Year in London are white people.
Yeah. Damn, that was well busy. Far too crowded for my liking. So I'm getting the train back. I'm reading Sweet Mandarin by Helen Say. I bought it when I went to her book signing, and I went to her book signing through Abacus, which is a British Chinese society that I joined. What got me to join Abacus in particular was their charter. One of the lines wrote about fighting stereotyping, and that's something that I want to be part of. So it's February now, and Chinese New Year has just passed. It's been the same as per usual in the UK. Not much has changed since I got back from San Francisco, where I did my exchange program. University work is really hard and stressful, and I can't wait to graduate. It's pretty intense. A lot of pressure to do well. So let's get on with it.
A little bit.
Mini tower of pop.
No, it's too long, isn't it, Alan?
Oh man, look at the back.
No, you can't shave it off.
So it's evening time now. It's about 11:30. Today I spent a lot of time in the workshops, used various machines, metal bending machine, the pillar drill, various other equipment. It was pretty busy. I did a lot of machine work today. It's just what we design students do. We do a lot of that kind of stuff. It's what our course is about. We use a lot of power tools. In fact, I think that's why I like Brunel quite a lot. Brunel design.
Hey, what are your grades looking like this year?
Yeah, A's and B's so far.
Bastard, I film you no more. Right, this year, yeah, I got mainly B's.
B's?
Mainly B's.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, and my crap grades have been in ergonomics.
Your what?
My crap grades. My C, my D is in ergonomics. Everything else is B's and above.
Okay, you're going to drop that one then?
Yeah, dropping that one.
So I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but last year I did an exchange in San Francisco and also my placement as well. I did my exchange at San Francisco State University in sunny California, and I also did my placement with betterworldbooks.com in downtown San Francisco. I had a lot of great experiences out there, and I learned a lot about different places and different cultures. Windsurfing over there with the city skyline in the background was pretty damn cool. I had such a great time over there that it was a bit of a downer coming back.
Right, you might have to open the letter a little bit.
I'd like to be, I think I could play rhythm guitar.
Do you reckon that program's going to be back on again?
These sheets, which are a mini portfolio, go into this binder over here, and it's held together by modified nuts and bolts which I made today. So the paper that I was cutting up before goes to make this mini portfolio. It's completely handmade and hand cut. Cool, huh? It's been another all-night session, but looking at how things have gone, it's definitely been worth it.
Hi, my name is Timmy, and I play table tennis here every week.
I'm one of the organisers of the table tennis club, and I'm also on the team. Some of the guys on the team are absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. However, it's still great fun playing them. I occasionally win, hence the smile this time.
蝶式都用腰力嘛，你会有蝶式吗？
蝶式就是对，我不喜欢有蝶式的，我觉得很慢的速度。
很快耶！蝶式
没有啊，这个没有这个最快，
自由式
最快。
蝶式我看蝶式很快，它只是水花很大，好像我啪。可是他们所以它速度很快，它这样下去就这样子。可是比赛我觉得这都是最快的。
对，这个是最快的。
挖出震荡。
我是只是舒服而已啊，对，舒服。
哎 ，Carol，
哎，
你认识多少个 BBC 在英国？
现在为止啊，
对，
真正认识3个啦。
哦。
你啦，还有 Stephen， 还有 Michelle 男朋友。
那你什么印象
？BBC 挺 nice 的啊，因为很好玩。
谢谢。那你BBC 有什么不一样？跟你们刚过来的那一些？
首先英语讲得很好了，那是一定的。还有就是比较会说笑吧。
长相不会了，
不会，我觉得他长得像外国长相。
现在在录啊，
他不像，
长得不像啊，
就是不是。
好了，我问你一个问题吧，男人在国外长大的应该长得怎么样的？
你说男人在国外长大？
对，一个在国外长大的应该是长得怎么样的？
应该是。感觉就是只吃cheese啊，只喝牛奶，然后不喝茶。
没有，你说外表啊？
外表就长得可能比较会打扮啊，怪里怪气，穿耳洞到处都穿，然后头发对啊，你不像。
是啊。
你很有华人的感觉。
是啊。
那个是自动的啊，还要你要背口令，因为你要演习，然后你背的时候，你就要类似说飞机飞过，然后。
So you programmed the stepper motor?
Oh yeah.
How did you program that? Mate, I'm just going to check out that PCB board. It looks amazing. It's a white one, man.
It's nice.
Matches your t-shirt.
Thank you. It's it's what I think about when I wake up in the mornings.
I'm not being funny, but this guy wears the same jumper every single lecture.
I made this the other day. It's made out of sheets aluminium. It's done using the sheet metal cutting machine and the sheet metal bending machine. Also made this as well. This was a straight bar, and me and the technician heated it up and we bent it accordingly to the right size. Here's some sheets, acrylic, also known as perspex. That's going to go onto the projects as well. It's going to house all these internal components and so forth. Some LED holders for chips, tilt switches, voltage regulator, another LED, capacitors, to infrared detector here.
I completed a lot of work and handed it in. I also found out some of the grades I got as well. I got a B for my mechatronics project, A for my website, and an A for my mini portfolio. I need to get A's and B's this year so that I can get the class of degree that I want. Anyway, now that I've handed a lot of work in, it means that I've got a bit of free time to go out. And let me tell you, it's a real rarity in final year to go out.
So it's 2:50 in the morning, and I just woke up again so I can start my work early. I've got 2 big pieces of work to do, and I want to work throughout the night and then go to workshops and labs in the morning and throughout the afternoon, and then continue the day like this for the next couple of weeks because I need to do this work. It's quite a stressful time. So it's the last couple of weeks of university, and all the project deadlines are coming up. I've got about 2 weeks to use all the workshops and finish all the work I've got to do. It's getting quite stressful, a lot of pressure. In fact, I'm not the only one. I mean, I thought I was quite a smart student, but everybody's really smart at Brunel design. It's quite intense right now. So it's going to be quite a lot of all-nighters. It's going to be the hardest I've ever worked for university. Yeah, I'm not the only one that's sleeping late. All of my my classmates are also doing the same. That's how it is at Brunel Design. We sleep at about 5 o'clock, wake up at about 7 o'clock in the morning. Danny J, you got a quick word for how hard you've worked like crazy?
So hard that I thought I may die because I had lack of sleep.
Yeah, I had sleep deprivation as well. I had almost 3 days. I had like 2 3/4 days without sleep.
Lack of sleep, lack of eating.
70 hours.
There's not enough time to sleep. There's not enough time to eat. There's just enough time to work, and even then,
There's not enough time.
there's not enough time to do the work.
Okay, so it's 1:30 at night, and I realised I made a mistake, so I got some problem with my PCB, printed circuit board. So that means I've got to either start the whole thing again, and this is the second time I've restarted the whole thing, so that means I might have to just correct this one mistake by using manual methods, i.e. drilling holes in it myself right now in my room with a power drill at 1:30. Let's see if I do it. Okay, so here's my makeshift workbench. So it's pretty much my desk and my chair and a piece of wood I found in a scrap heap. My power drill.
I got there in the end because I'm not drilling 200 more holes. I have resoldered everything on already as well, and there's a lot of components to solder on, but it's almost finished now, so that's cool, huh? Last night the girl living in the room above me jumped out of her window. I saw her lying there at 5 AM and it was really bad. I was working all night, so that's why I was still awake at 5 AM. Adrian sent me a text, and he lives in the room next door to me. He's my flatmate, so he said look outside, and yeah, we both saw her, and it was just very bad. I thought I was quite strong, but when you see a situation like this, it puts everything into perspective. I just hope she's okay. I didn't manage to do any work for 2 days, despite it being the final week. My mind was just not there. I managed to force myself back into doing some work, because I know that if I don't, I won't graduate.
I didn't sleep yesterday, and I won't sleep tonight. I'm going to do an all-night session of work. Got to write a report, write a logbook as well, and then do some graphics work, as well as make some CAD drawings and all sorts. Today I was so tired in the workshop, could hardly stand. My legs were shaking and everything. So tomorrow's the final day to hand in all the projects As you can see, my room is an absolute mess. That Muji bag has got wood in it. Box for gears that I just ordered and came through yesterday. Always various boxes for other projects. Okay, on the bed there's just a heap of papers and stuff. On the floor there's all these other various O-rings, more bits of wood, package that arrived that contained motors, and then there's my electronic work, more brushes in that bag, and there's my final project waiting to be assembled. Been a long day. This is probably the worst day I've had this year in terms of the amount of work I've had. It's too much work.
I just had the most stressful week in my life, and I didn't sleep for 3 days. It was just non-stop work, but I handed everything in. I don't know how I did, but I'm praying that I did well. So for the time being, I'm free again. Well, almost. I still got to do this photo shoot, but it's not stressful, and it doesn't count towards my degree, so it's all good.
There's also like an ice mold that goes next to my sandwich this.
I think I trust your judgment.
Fingers crossed for 3 months until I get my results. But until then, I'm going to be jumping on a ferry with my bicycle and heading to France. I remember mentioning that I would do some cycling around France with some uni mates. Well, we went a bit crazy on the planning, and rather than just cycling around a bit of it, we decided to cycle across it. Cherbourg to La Rochelle, 600 kilometers. Okay, so today we've cycled about 55 kilometers in about 5 hours with a couple of breaks in between.
Good.
600 kilometers, what was I thinking? The first section was the hardest. There were so many hills, and they always seemed to be going upwards, never downwards. Things got a bit better though after the first probably 3 days, and it evened out and became a bit more flat. Camping with some really good mates was really fun as well. Well, apart from the time we got lost and ended up getting to the campsite at 2 AM. Apart from that time, it was great. In the end, it was an amazing trip and probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. After 4 years of investing my time in doing this degree, I got my results. It was a really, really nerve-wracking moment.
Jason Kim Kok Lau.
I did okay in the end. Well, just about. I got a 2-1 honours degree, which is what I wanted anyway, in product design, Bachelor of Science. I guess all those late night sessions paid off, didn't they? Now that's out of the way, it's time for the really important stuff. Yep, that's right, one last time to have a big party with my uni mates. But here's the real kicker, this time it's on a boat.
last time we're going to be together. So, cheers. So today's the last day I'm going to be here at university, and it's been quite a strange feeling leaving university after 4 years. Something to look forward to, I guess, starting a new path in life, new challenges. Everybody's moving out right now, so it's quite hectic outside. I've moved most of my stuff. My parents came around on Thursday last week and they helped move the bulk of it, but now I've still got quite a lot to move. It feels strange to leave university after such a long time being a student. My profession was being a student, so I'm going to miss university, I'm going to miss student life. So the feeling right now is one of joy, but also of sadness that I'm leaving.
Everything's all packed up and ready to go. But there's one more thing I need to take up though. My motorbike. These 4 years have been a real adventure, taking me around the globe in my case. It's been fun, and I got a degree out of it too. Well, there were lots of ups and downs, but that's life, and life's one big adventure. My time at university has given me the ability to teach myself how to learn quickly and under high pressure situations, and more importantly, the confidence that instills. This is now the end of a very joyous and colourful journey, but it also marks the start of a brand new one.